And it's a platform for running and sharing what's called containerized apps.
Okay.
Now you're probably more confused now than you were before we started, right? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, an app is anything that runs on a computer, right? Like our website. That's an app. Like I'm running code that runs our website. And Docker is a way to take that app and put it into like a little locked compartment, and then you can take that compartment and you can move it to a different computer, and then you can just say go, and it'll start running the website on that other computer.
Oh.
Because normally, if you want to take one app and move it to another computer, you have to write an installer, and you have to make sure that it's running the right hardware. Like I can't run it from Linux to Mac and Mac to Windows, right? It doesn't work that way. But Docker lets you do all that shit.
Okay.
So you can take a Docker app that was written in Linux, and you can open it up on Windows. Or you can open it up on your Mac. And Docker does all that kind of shit for you. So that's kind of why all the hype is there. So yeah, like you have different, and not even just like different operating systems, but like different versions of things in the same operating system. Like I can't necessarily take something from my Linux and put it on another Linux.
Okay.
Because there's all sorts, like yours could be too old, mine could be too old, you could be like on a different fork of something. It's just a fucking nightmare to do that stuff the old way. So Docker enables sharing all these apps with all the dependencies that run via virtualization environment. And like every modern CPU has support for this. So if you buy anything from any store, like you will have Docker support built in already. Like so unless you're running something from fucking 1980s, right, you can run Docker. So the other thing is Docker apps are all fully isolated from each other. And from the host that's running them. So like if I give you the Docker app to our website and you spin it up on your machine, my Docker app can't sneak into your machine and steal all your private files.
Okay.
Right? It can't do that. It can't ask other Docker apps for their files unless you specifically give it that permission.
Okay.
So like I said, it keeps everything isolated. You know that one app is not stealing data from the other or from the host machine or anything like that. You can also have an app that is actually multiple apps. So, for example, our website has a database backend.
Okay.
So, you would need a database app and the website app, and then put them together in one app. And doing that is called Docker Compose. So, whatever you need for your app to fully run, you would put that all in a Docker Compose file, and then you would explain in the file how they communicate with each other. Like, okay, the web app needs to talk to the database app on this port. It only can talk to these files. It can't talk to anything else. So once you learn how all that works, it's actually fairly simple and straightforward how a Docker Compose file works.